Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield ship review. In today's review, we're going to be re-looking at the Phalanx. I did a review of this quite a while ago, but it was quite outdated as I didn't know as much as I do now, and also there wasn't a proper teardown or like a potential upgrade route. So yeah, let's get into it. So, in my case here, we have the Phalanx tree, which the number after the name is the tier of the vessel. The higher the number, the better the tier. The main difference with the tiering system is the higher the tier, the better the base stats. So, for instance, this is got a 27 power reactor at tier 3. A tier 2 version might only have 24, and a tier 1 might only have 20. Aside from that, the ship will be aesthetically the same, regardless of the tier. Yeah, let's get into it. So, as the name suggests, and just the look of it, it is a Deimos vessel, and it's pretty much a combat vessel from Deimos. Oh, those engines on the back. I don't know about those engines. I don't know why didn't they color them? It's a pretty nice looking ship. It follows the kind of the same like styling with Deimos, where like it's named after like usually a weapon or like a military like ancient military thing. With Phalanx being it's the formation that the Greeks came up with, where you basically have the really big shields and the really big spears, and you kind of just the Phalanx. It's a really cool shape. It's got that kind of the arrowhead with the little kind of comes in the middle. It's going to be interesting to see potential like upgrade routes. Anyway, looking at these stats, it's got a fuel of 800, which is really high. I'm trying to figure out where that main fuel is coming from. I don't think it's those little fuel tanks there because they don't hold very much. There's potentially some fuel somewhere. We'll figure it out. It's got a hull of 934, which for B class is quite good. Almost 1k. Shields go down a little bit of time. Kind of protect yourself or deal with whoever's attacking you. It's got a cargo capacity of 200, which is quite low. That's probably only coming from the cockpit. But then it is a combat vessel, like you're not really supposed to carry much stuff. It's just kind of go from point A to point B, shooting stuff. It's got the B class reactor with 27 power. Not too bad, but obviously we can improve that quite a bit. We can get that up a lot higher if we wanted to. It's got a crew of 5, which again, quite decent. It's got a jump range of 30 light years, which is absolutely phenomenal. That's really nice. I'm interested to see if we put some extra weight on it. Like, will that jump range stay 30 light years? It's got 830 shields, which, I mean, at B class, you're kind of like it's a bit slacking slightly. Now we'll definitely be swapping out that shield for the Vanguard Bulwark shield, just to pump up that shields. And then we got 3 sets of weapons. We got laser, ballistic, and missiles. So the laser weapons are mounted on the top there, behind the spine. 2 of them. And then we've got a single ballistic weapon mounted underneath on the chin. And then a single missile launcher there mounted on the top. The price of this vessel for me is almost 180,000, 179,960. Now your price will vary depending on the perks you have and depending on the tier of it. So for instance, the tier 1 will be a lot cheaper than the tier 3 because the parts are going to be like a lot weaker. But yeah, let's buy it. So I bought this in
When you get serious about your spacecraft,
off of Nikau Henderson in the Deimos. We're at the Deimos Star Yard here. There's the Deimos Star Yard there. And we're in the Sol system. There's Sol there. Now, it's almost always here, but if you come here and it's not here, make sure you're a high enough level. I want to say you probably need to be level 20 to get this ship first. But yeah, if you come here and on the off chance that it isn't here, just land on Mercury, hop in a seat in your ship where it allows you to wait 24 hours on Mercury, as 24 hours on Mercury is several thousand hours in game, and then that'll reset the vendor, and then just come back. But yeah, we're going to go to our usual spot right now. Alright, so here we are in the usual spot. As you can see, it's quite a long ship. It sticks out. Now, I don't know if that's just because sometimes when I land, it glitches. and I land more forward, but I don't think I have today. Also, the shape of it's really, really cool. It's quite streamlined. I really, really like it. I'm gonna do a quick walk around. Where's the entrance? Entrance is in the back. Okay, interesting. So one of the things I love about Deimos is these like winglets parts for the structural. Like a lot of different pieces that you can just make look really, really nice. Those engines, I don't know about those engines. We'll have to see. So in we go through the Deimos cargo bay. Up we go into the ladder.
Love the smell of getting back into the harness.
Okay. So immediately we have a... Is this a 3x3? Why? What? Okay, this is a 3x3 cargo hull. I don't understand why it's on this vessel, considering this is not. Like, the ship has 200 cargo. I can carry more cargo on myself. Why did they choose to put this here? Bit weird. Yeah, I definitely would probably be taking this off because it doesn't make any sense. We have a workstation though, which is really nice. We got the weapon workbench, industrial workbench, the spacesuit workbench, and the research lab, which is really, really nice. And then we're just gonna check back here. Just gonna double check to make sure there's no extra. Yeah, like it's weird. Like it makes me wonder, like if when Bethesda were making these ships, if they're kind of just like somewhat procedurally generated, or not. This nice little kind of this section here is walled off. I quite like when they wall off when we drop down. This is oh no, wait, no. This is a 1x1 storage room. No, it's a 1x1 companionway. And we have a docking port there. Door to the right leads to a 3x1
Your ship is way bigger than
all-in-one
that.
berth or living quarters. We will see at the teardown. It's not too bad. We've got the double bunk beds here. I recently did a review. I don't know if it'll be up at this point. It probably won't be. But I did like a comparison of all the different habitats, and I realized that Deimos and Stroud Eklund share almost all the interiors. One is a reskin of the other, which is kind of and then we have another. This is another storage room. And in here we have. This is the captain's quarters. Not too bad. Got a little chair here, multiple chairs. Got a little bathroom. Navigation console. Very uncomfortable bed. Mine now. We got a little desk. Nice bit of clutter on the desk. We have the, I believe that is the, it's the Apollo Moonlander, which is really cool. And then that's Sputnik. Really, really cool. And then we have this other little kind of desk here, but there's no chair. And then if we head back up. Yeah, it's a weird layout. I don't know why they went with what they did. We're gonna have to change that. And then in here we have the control station, control room, where your crew can get all the jobs done. Sadly, they're gonna have to stand here. You know, I don't know. Maybe Deimos has the no sitting policy. But it is what it is. And then finally we have the cockpit. So I've said this before many a time. I like the look of the Deimos cockpit, but it feels more like kind of a dropship cockpit than something, you know. Because I know they have like a bigger cockpit for like big warships, but I kind of wish they had like a middle ground cockpit with like, you know, like a pilot seat and then some like side seats for like your crew that actually have like terminals on them. These just are like jump seats. They kind of feel like they're just there for like, you know, like security personnel or troops you're about to deploy. Anyway, we're gonna see how she performs. So kind of expecting this to perform well. Most of the Deimos vessels are quite built, like built quite well. Let's take off. As always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5. So for the sake of this review, we're not going to be using 5 power. But it looks like this engine in the current configuration, or this reactor in the current configuration, has more than enough power for everything. Alright, yeah, so we have more than enough. We can power everything. Very nice. So weapon-wise, we have those 2 lasers there, mounted on the spine. Single ballistic cannon mount underneath. And then big missile. Pretty nice. We'll do a speed test. Those engines probably going to be 140. Yeah, 140. Boost speed of... Okay, those engines are quite faster boosted. Boost speed of about 520, which isn't too bad. We'll do a quick agility test. So pitch. Not too bad. It's quite fast. I'd say it's like a 7 or an 8. Yaw seems a little bit slightly slower. No, it's about an 8-2. Pretty agile. Roll is quite agile too. Alright, we're going to head down to the planet now and do a teardown. We might actually go to the Deimos area just to do a better one. Anyway, we will be back. Alright, so here we are on the teardown. We've got 3 sections. So on the top here, there's not much habitats. There's just the DC 10.1 Phobos cockpit from Deimos, 200 cargo, and 2 crew station. I just want to see if there's a better cockpit. Is that the best one? DC... No, so the better one is this one here. The DC 20.3. Cost 3 times as much, gives an extra 80 cargo. It's also a bit heavier, so, you know. And then for weapons, we have a pair of these Dragon 25-1P UV pulse lasers from Horizon Defense. B-class, 1200 range, 5 fire rate, and 22 shield damage, and 3 max power. Then underneath here we have a single KE-42A autocannon from Ballistic Solution Incorporated. B-class, 1500 range, 5 fire rate, 20 hull damage, and 4 power, which isn't too bad. And then we have this missile launcher here, the Hunter Mag 350 missile launcher from Horizon Defense. B-class, 4500 range, 1 fire rate, 57.74 shield and hull damage, and 3 power, which is pretty decent. And then we have the RD3000 Beta Grav Drive from Relodyne. B-class, 10 max power, 36 grav jump thrust, which in the current config gives us 30 light years, which is really nice. Just want to see if there's a better one. I don't think there is, though. Yeah, no, there isn't. This is the best. And then for the shield, we have the Osiris 2030B shield generator from Protectorate Systems. 8 power, B-class, 830 max shield. Now, obviously, if you're flying a UC ship, you're probably going to have done the UC quest line. So I would definitely recommend slapping this bad boy on. It requires 4 extra power, but it gives 1450 shields, so almost double shields. And then for the structural pieces, we have a Deimos Spine B, a Deimos Spine C4, another Spine B, Deimos Radiator, and then we have a Deimos Spine C. And then we have the Deimos Cowling 4, and then we have 2 of these Deimos Spine A4, and then 2 facing backwards and aft. Now, in the next section of the vessel, we have the Deimos 2x1 control station, the Deimos 2x1 workshop, and the 3x3 cargo hall. Yeah, I'm not really sure of that one. What I would recommend doing is get rid of that immediately. And then... So we'll put the workshop there just because when you enter through the landing bay, you'll kind of enter the workshop first. It's nice to have. And then for the habitat modules, what we're going to do is we're going to do a what 3x1s do they have here? An engineering bay and a living quarters, all in one berth. Okay, so this one here, we have the all-in-one berth. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a Deimos armory, and we're going to slap that bad boy like so. And then I put a companionway there. And then you can kind of like, there's multiple ways you can go with this here. I'd probably put an infirmary and a science lab just to kind of like, you know, branch it out, and then put some companionways down there. But ideally, I would, like I said, I would get rid of the cargo area and just put your workshop as close there as possible. Yes, we're just gonna undo that briefly. And put it back the way we got it. Okay, perfect. And then for the At the back here, we have the DC-302 fast ignition reactor from Deep Core. B class, 27 power. That's not a bad reactor, but obviously we can improve upon that. So what we want to go with is we want to go with one of these bad boys. The 104AS Mag Inertial Reactor from Dogstar, B class, gives us 39 power, so an extra 12 power. It also gives us a little bit more hull, which is really, really nice. And then for the engines, we have two of these Nova 140 engines from Relodyne, B class, 3 max power, 20,190 engine thrust, 4,200 maneuvering thrust. Now these are not the best Relodyne ones. There's the 1050 ones. I don't know if they're going to have them here, but we shall see. Do they have them? Yeah, they do. Okay. So you can go all the way up to 1050, which gives you a lot more. So we'll look at potential upgrades for the engines when we do like the kind of the upgrade path. And then for the landing gear, we have 4 of these Deimos, 220 CB landing gear, 2 there, and then 2 on the back. And then for the structural pieces, we have 2 of these Deimos wingport A, 1 each side. We have 2 of these Deimos wing E starboard. We have 2 Deimos braking engines, and then 2 more Deimos wings there, like so. And then on the bottom of the vessel, we have the 120 LD landing bay from Deimos. We have a Deimos all-in-one berth 3x1, a Deimos captain quarters 2x1, a Deimos storeroom, and a Deimos companionway, which isn't too bad. And then for the landing gear, we don't have any landing gear in the bottom, but I might put some landing gear potentially. But we have one. We have like a single landing gear there. And then, oh, they're the fuel. Okay, they're very big fuel. Fair enough. And then we have for the fuel, we have 2 of these H30 Atlas helium-3 tanks from Dogstar, 400 gravdom fuel. Very heavy. And then for the structural pieces, we have the Deimos belly 4, 2 Deimos hull A, that single 320B landing gear, 2 Deimos braking engines there, 2 wings there and there, and then an AQC-11 lander from Stroud Eklund. So yeah, let's put her back together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the shield, and we're going to fix. So reactor, we're going to get our better reactor on just so we can get a little bit more power. Slap that bad boy in there like so. And then for the shield, we'll Vanguard shield. For now, we'll place that there, but we'll figure out a better spot in a minute. Now, next, what we want to do is we're going to remove the weapons for now, but we'll get to them in a moment. Now, I had some ideas, so I'm gonna remove these landing gear, and we're going to try the ones at the bottom that kind of are more hidden. So, oh, we also have the docker on the bottom. I didn't cop that. Apologies. There it is there. So we're going to get some of these bad boys here. It's going to be a little tricky to fit them. But we can fit them easy enough. We're going to move that there. I'm going to put another one here, like so. And let me see. Got the captain's quarters there, and that all-in-one berth. But that landing gear is not bad for the moment. Right now, we're gonna work on. We're gonna improve. So the first thing we do is we're going to. I feel like we don't need that much fuel because they're quite heavy, 400 each. We're gonna potentially pull them. We'll see for the moment. So first thing, we're gonna start working on some structural pieces because I feel like that's the first thing we want to do. So we're gonna add some of these here, some of these winglets like so. Then we're going to remove these 2 here, and we're gonna get like a piece that curves in slightly. Oh, Yeah, like so. They curve in like that. Very nice. And then we're going to try and get those smaller pieces again, like so. Now, they glitch a little bit, but we're going to just do the technique just because they fit nicely. So you just want to slap it in. Hold on, now that. Is there another piece that's a bit bigger? No. Interesting. Okay, so we'll get these pieces. We're just going to strap it in. We're going to flip it back, let go of it, and blow up your uncle. And same again. Place it first, because when you duplicate it, and then flip it back. And that looks pretty nice. And then for these here, so I'm going to potentially remove these, which in turn would mean, okay, so we're gonna remove these for a minute. We're gonna place these like so. I'm gonna kind of smooth it out a little bit. So we're gonna go back and put those little tiny pieces back in here. Perfect. So we're gonna flip it back. Done. Oh, whoops. And then we're gonna do this. Obviously, if you don't like these sort of glitches, you don't have to do them. I'm just putting them here because I feel like they kind of fill out a little bit better. And then on the back here, oh, we're gonna extend this forward just because. We're gonna hide the shield inside that there. It's nice to hide it. Oh, we can't snap. Okay, give me a minute. We're not gonna hide the shield there for the moment. Is that not? Ah, there's no snap point for that. Okay, interesting. We're gonna swap these around briefly. Gonna put the engine up here. There's a reactor up there. So we get that snap point. And then we're just gonna flip it back, let go of it, and the shield is hidden. Perfect. Then we're gonna move these forward like so. And then we get two of these reactors, or these radiators, place them there. Just kind of like level it out a little bit. Now for the engines. So we're gonna remove those engines. And we are going to, you know what I'm actually gonna do? Because I did say, okay, so we're gonna do what I was gonna say about the. We're gonna move the workshop up to here, like so. And then we're gonna add some. Where are they? Come on now. Where are you? Habitats. We're gonna have the armory there. 1x1 companionway there. And then we're going to just slap some, we'll do an infirmary this side. And then we'll do a science lab the other side, and then just two more of these little companionways like so. And then for the engines themselves, because I was thinking about potentially hiding this. Let me see. Okay, interesting. See, because what you could do. What's the error currently? Error is too few engines. Well, yeah, that would be a problem when there's no engines at all. This looks like we flip it. Do we not have a circle? It's kind of annoying that you can't flip it up. Anyway, I'll just keep these back here for now. Right, so for the engines. So I had an idea for the engines. So I'm thinking of like one big engine and then some smaller engines. So I like this as like the biggest engine. So we're going to... Oh, that's going to be too big. Okay. So potentially... what if we do this? Okay, so we're gonna do that. So all we basically did was we moved the let me show you, let me go back a bit. So initially I had these the infirmary and like the science lab there, and I had little 1x1 companionways there, but we're gonna move them up like so. I'm gonna slap 2 of these bad boys here just because they look pretty nice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend these like so. And like that. Now we're going to go back to structural pieces. And we're going to flip these around like so. Again, like so, and then there's on the bottom there, we're missing, what are these? These are 3. We'll put something on the bottom in a moment. Kind of level out the shape a little bit. So yeah, we've got a gap here, so what we might actually do, gap here, is we might potentially, okay, so we're going to hide them there. Now that's currently not snapping to something, so we're gonna have to fix that. So what we're going to do is we're going, where is it? We're going to get the, like so. Snap this here like that. We're going to move this landing bay in a little closer, like so. And then we're going to go the usual route of getting one of these tail pieces, because these tail pieces look very nice. And then we're going to snap that like so. Very nice. And then we're gonna change this top bit a little bit. Just because we're gonna remove these. Yeah, I think that looks better. And then we're just gonna put some of these, just some Deimos holes at the top, just because I feel like a little bit of. So to do this, make it merge, we just put it over here, and then we just snap down like so. Perfect. Just gives a little bit of structural niceties, like that, and then. Actually looks really cool. It looks very blade-like. Now the crew. So now we're gonna work on some weaponry. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to go the primary route of weapons. We're gonna have some of these auto electron beams, like so. Now we're going to mount. We're gonna mount one there. And then we're gonna basically merge these. So we're gonna have one on top like so. Nope, come on, like that. And then we're just gonna do that. We're gonna duplicate it, and then we have 2 here like so. And we do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna snap it like so. And then we're gonna put one down like so. And then nope, you just snap down here for me. Snap this one like normal, and then just duplicate, and then there we go. So they're going to be our primary armament. Now, for the secondary armament, we're going to go with some of these bad boys, these Hellfire cannons. Now we're going to mount one there, and another one under there. How much power are these? These are 2 power. Okay, we can mount a 3rd one, and then we'll mount a 3rd one there, like so. Actually, I don't know. Third one there, like so. They're gonna be our secondary weapons. And then for our third set of weapons, I'm feeling like some missile pods. Just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So we might as well use the Vanguard missile pods. Where are they? The Tempest. Two of these bad boys. What about there? No. I kind of want to put them underneath somewhere, but like about here. Ooh, these are 6 power. They're pretty pricey. We're gonna put them like that. And then we have, so we're basically rocking another full Vanguard setup, which is pretty nice. Now I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna add a little bit more cargo somewhere, just because I feel like that fuel. I mean, that fuel's probably slightly overkill. 800 fuel. I feel like we don't need 800. Let me see. We'll try and get the fuel down a little bit. And then in place of like the fuel, we'll add some. Let me see, what do we have here? Got some of these. Cool, where do these sit? Yeah, so we're gonna use 2 of these. That doesn't sit nice enough. We're gonna not do that. Yes, yeah, we're gonna basically just replace them with smaller ones, because I feel like 400 fuel is like more than enough. 800 is slightly overkill. And now we're just looking for some cargo. So I know what I'm gonna do. So for potential cargo, we're just gonna bump up the cargo a little bit. We want to open it up without messing with the mobility or the jump drive. Okay, so the mobility is gonna drop a little bit with that. Okay. So we're going to just replace this with this one here. Just bringing up the cargo to 700. I feel like it's a decent amount of cargo, you know? Nice to have. Nothing too major. Now, mobility has dropped a little bit. So potentially what we could do. No, not that. What if I remove this? What's our error? 46 liters, okay. So 88 mobility isn't too bad. Now I'm gonna see, can we improve mobility a little bit? You get some secondary engines, some small little ones. Man. Let's see, like, what would be the best set of engines to kind of slap somewhere. No, that looks a bit funky. I mean, potentially, but it would look really strange. Oh, you know what we could actually do? Hold on now, maybe. We're gonna replace these. We're gonna put these at the back here, like so. We're gonna put the landing bay at the front. That. And then if we flip this, please work. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so put the landing gear at the thing at the front there. And now we could technically add one of these, like a booster engine. Okay, well, let me see what sort of B-class ones we have here that fits more the aesthetic. I mean, that, ideally, but would it fit? Probably not. Nope. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the simple one. We'll go with the white dwarf. There you go, like so. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Quite like the shape. It kind of reminds me of the, I don't know what it's making me think of. I don't know what the vessel is, but it's making me think of a specific vessel. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add some pieces up on top real quick, just to structural. Just gonna go with just like so. Yeah, that looks cool. Alright, but yeah, that's the ship itself. Let me know what you guys think of the kind of the upgrades, the improvements. I quite like the look of them. I like that the shape, it's like more of an aggressive kind of angular look now. As always, let me know if you guys have flown any of the UC vessels in general. Like, because I know a lot of people tend to kind of fly their own custom ships once they get down, you know, get to that point. But do any of you guys like rock the UC vessels, specifically this vessel or any of the other ones? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this sort of content, and also check out some of my other reviews. Bye bye.